Troubles are only mounting for the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren. Now, this a day after the Enforcement Directorate conducted 10-hour-long searches at Soren's residence. The Enforcement Directorate has made some mega recoveries. This morning, Republic TV was the only network to have accessed pictures of the recovery that was made, from the recovered cash stash to seized luxury car. Republic has been tracking all the developments, keeping you way ahead than the other network. Tonight, first, let's begin with this detailed report of what has transpired so far. Why is it that the Enforcement Directorate made this assertion that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand had gone missing? Something that has been rebutted by the Jharkhand Chief Minister, who made that dramatic appearance this afternoon, waving at his supporters as he entered his residence in Ranchi. Some reports suggesting that the Jharkhand Chief Minister left from the national capital on Sunday morning by road, finally landing in Ranchi this afternoon. Now, this is something that is yet to be corroborated by the Jharkhand Chief Minister, but also over the next couple of minutes, we'll take you through the details of the case in which the Jharkhand Chief Minister is being probed. We're going to get you exclusive details of the documents that have been accessed, pictures, and what is it that is going to happen tomorrow when the Enforcement Directorate is going to question the Jharkhand Chief Minister. First, take a look at this consolidated report.
A day after 10-hour-long ED searches at Hemant Soren's residence in the national capital. At around 11 p.m. on Monday, Republic first broke that Soren's luxury car has been seized by the central agency. 12 hours later, at 11:45 a.m., Republic got you the first visuals of the mega cash seizure. It was Republic who first told you about the Soren connection in the illegal mining scam in September 2022. The ED charge sheet maintains that Jharkhand Chief Minister directed accused Pankaj Mishra to hand over funds to aid Prem Prakash. Prem Prakash, who is also a close aide of Amit Agarwal, is a key link in the case. This is the same Amit Agarwal who lobbied for Pujal Singhal to be given the additional charge of mining department. Republic also got you the very proof of the illegal mining in Jharkhand and the extent of it. Soren is likely to appear before the ED on Wednesday. But with the ED noose tightening, how deep does the rot go? Only investigation will tell. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
In an exclusive, Republic has now accessed never-seen-before documents in the Jharkhand illegal mining scam case. The 200-page investigation report makes a mention of a very close aide of Chief Minister Hemant Soren. Now, the land parcel was reportedly handed over to a private company in an illegal manner. DC Ranchi has also played a pivotal role in the exchange. Soren's close aide, Prem Prakash, has also been mentioned in the document. We'll try and see if we can quickly take our viewers through this entire probe document. Now, all this while, it was largely believed that perhaps it would be in the illegal mining scam where Prem Prakash, his close aide, alleged close aide of the Chief Minister, was under the scanner. But it turns out, top sources now indicating that it is in the land scam, Jharkhand land scam, that the Chief Minister is being probed. And it turns out that a key officer, the Deputy Commissioner Chavi Ranjan, the ex-DC of Ranchi, who is under the scanner, taken into custody by the Enforcement Directorate, and Prem Prakash. We are talking about a land parcel. I'll just try and explain to our viewers in a lucid manner what really has transpired so far. We're talking about a land parcel which is right at the heart of Ranchi with circle rate of over 20 crore rupees. It turns out that this very land was actually handed over to a private person, to a private company, that too for a throwaway price. We're given to understand that this property or this land parcel was given away for just about 7 crore rupees, heavily undervalued as compared to the declared government rate. And not just that, there is undue pressure that was actually put on the local authorities to ensure that this property is actually handed over. Now, this particular document that has been accessed by Republic TV, in which there is a clear mention of two very important factors. One, the fact that Prem Prakash, who has also been mentioned in this particular case, in the Jharkhand illegal mining case, here they make a mention of the same very person. And this is what the enforcement directorate says, that he's a powerful person, very influential person, access to highly placed influential government officials and ministers in Jharkhand. Prem Prakash is also very close to Chavi Ranjan, ex-DC Ranchi, and Amit Kumar Agarwal, who is also a very influential person in Jharkhand. In connivance with Prem Prakash and Amit Kumar Agarwal, Chavi Ranjan influenced the officials of Circle Office, District Sub-Registrar Ranchi, and managed to procure a favourable report. Now, let me just quickly try and explain this to all our viewers. What do we essentially mean when we say that this particular land parcel, which had a higher value, it was brought down, given to this particular private person, and a favorable report was essentially made. It turns out that fake deeds were also created. We'll try and put that picture out. I'm not very sure if that picture is ready with us. In this particular document, the enforcement directorate also makes a mention that forged documents were actually given to procure this land parcel, not just sale deeds that were fake. It turns out these deeds were basically prepared overnight. The modus operandi essentially being that fake papers, fake documents were being prepared and was being used for this purpose. There was also a chain of transactions that have taken place in terms of accounts that were created. It turns out that there's one particular company which was basically used. Jagat Bandhu Tea Estate Private Limited is the very company that was being used for the diversion of funds that were taking place. Now, where does the Chief Minister's role really come in? It turns out that largely, be it in the illegal mining scam or for that matter in the land scam, in both the cases, Prem Prakash, an alleged close aide of the Chief Minister, something that the Chief Minister in the past has denied, that I have no links with this man called Prem Prakash, but it turns out that it was Prem Prakash who was doing the wheeling and dealing for the government. Now, these are the allegations that have been leveled in this particular document that has been accessed. On your screens right now, just take a closer look at it. For the first time, we are basically showing you how exactly were these fake deeds essentially made. We'll try and see if we can go across to Prakash while I will also try and explain this to all our viewers. What is it that we are trying to show right now on your screens? Because how exactly this entire ink that was brought in, that was actually pens that were brought in, specifically designed to ensure that they can make it look as real as possible through these fake deeds. So let's just go full frame with these images that have been accessed, while I also try and see if we can get more details from Prakash, or for that matter, we'll try and see if we can also get in Piyush Ori. I'm told that Prakash, a senior editor, has joined us on this broadcast. Prakash, Republic TV, the only network to have accessed 200 pages of this probe document. In fact, Prakash, I was trying to explain this to our viewers, and we have also accessed images of that fake deed. For the first time, we are showing to our viewers why exactly is the Jharkhand Chief Minister being called in for questioning for the first place. First of all, let's break this news that the Enforcement Directorate is all set to question Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren. So it is going to happen tomorrow. The Enforcement Directorate team is going to land in Ranchi. A unit from the Ranchi office of the Enforcement Directorate would be going to the Chief Minister's residence to question him, that too in the land parcel case. Over to you, Prakash, while we show our viewers those images, and I'll also try and help our viewers understand what exactly these fake deeds are all about. So first part of our breaking is with regards to why exactly he's being called in for questioning.
Well, he's been involved in, his associates have been involved in selling the government land, and that too belonging to Indian Army on the outskirts of Ranchi. That's what we have come to know about it. And in that sale and purchase, the then DC Chavi Ranjan was also involved in the process, and that is why he is arrested by the agencies. He's already under arrest, and since Hemant Soren has been the Chief Minister, and on his insistence the file was routed through him, and thereafter, as you mentioned right now, that fake deeds were made. That is another big crime. So that is the violation of the office of the Chief Minister as well. So as far as investigating agencies are concerned, they are going to investigate and interrogate Hemant Soren tomorrow at his residence, as a letter was written through to the ED through an email, and that too by the officials, which goes to suggest that Hemant Soren is going to take the ED officials head on, as he has been doing, as he has been defying all the summons in the past as well. This would be the 9th summon. After that, he would be appearing only twice. 2 weeks back, he had appeared at his residence, and now he would be deposing himself for interrogation. So now, what will be the political fallout of this? Now, the question is, number one, whether or not the ED will arrest him. Second, will Hemant Soren appoint his wife, Kalpana Soren, as the Chief Minister of Jharkhand? I believe a meeting is being scheduled at 7 p.m. in Ranchi with all the legislators of the alliance partners, which includes the JMM, CPI, Congress, RJD, and an endorsement would be made that in the eventuality, if in case of any political fallout, Kalpana Soren would be the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. But for now, I feel that Hemant Soren would be in charge of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, because that involves a lot of protocol, and that also involves a lot of embargo pertaining to his arrest, if at all any. But we have seen the arrest of a sitting Chief Minister in United Bihar when Lalu Yadav was the Chief Minister of Bihar. In 1997, he was arrested when he was charge-seated in the fodder scam case, and his party was a part of the then United Front government led by Deve Gowda. So that is the case. We'll wait and watch how things unfold. Shaman.
Well, in fact, we're just getting in some more breaking news. But before we go to the breaking news coming in, I just want to quickly zoom into this forged documents, the forged signatures that we were talking about. First, we showed you about the fake sale deeds. Let's just quickly take a look at this, where you have the images of the forged signature that was actually used in those very deeds. It also turns out that as far as the magistrate's signatures are also concerned, that was also forged. And I'm just reading out from the document here. They say the signature of the sub-registrar mismatches those made on other deeds. Appeared that someone had tried to copy the signature of the then sub-registrar, as the strokes, flow and spacing of the signature deed number 4369 vary with other signatures. So here, ladies and gentlemen, this is exactly how, this is what you see. Take a look at this closer one. This is exactly how the land parcel was actually handed over to a private company. And it turns out that bureaucrats were also involved in carrying out this entire forgery. So while we also put out those details on our grid with regards to exclusive pictures, signatures that were actually used in those sale deeds, all of it now accessed by Republic TV. We'll put out the more details. But let's now move on to some more breaking news coming in. This is with regards to what's going to happen tomorrow, because there was a lot of perhaps some speculation that was doing the rounds that whether at all the Enforcement Directorate is going to question the Jharkhand Chief Minister. Now we're getting in breaking news. Sources have now informed Republic that the Enforcement Directorate team is going to question Soren at his residence tomorrow. The quizzing is going to be in connection with the land scam, the land parcel that was given to a private person in a throwaway manner, in a throwaway price. We're being told that 20. Why do we also try to put out the figure that we have accessed? It turns out it is a 20 crore land parcel handed over for just about 7 crore rupees. Let's put that out. 20 crore is the cost of, or the government valuation that was done of the very land parcel that we are talking about. Let's put out the numbers which indicate 20 crore sold at 7 crore rupees. Let me just quickly go across once again to Prakash first and then to Piyush Ori. Prakash, we're getting in full details right now because there was a lot of confusion that it perhaps was to do with the mining scam, but it turns out it is not the mining scam, but it is in the land scam. Details, papers that have been accessed by Republic TV, in which it turns out that DC Ranchi played a very important, crucial role. DC Ranchi and Prem Prakash, two important characters linking all the way to the Chief Minister's office.
Well, yes, if you look at it, the powers, the DC, in Jharkhand it is called the Deputy Commissioner, in some states it is called the District Magistrate. So the Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, the then Deputy Commissioner of Ranchi, Chhavi Ranjan, who was the custodian of all the land, and Prem Prakash, as you are pointing it out, they played an important role. And as you say that a 20 crore rupees plot of land was sold for 7 crore rupees. And that has also to be ascertained, someone, whether the money was routed through some way or the other, or and the government challan was paid or not. So that has also to be ascertained, because being the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, he can manipulate anything, as it has been the case, because I've never seen a Chief Minister, a sitting Chief Minister, getting a mining lease allotted in his name. So and that too in these days of so many media surveillance and agency surveillance. So it was quite brave of him to do so. So we'll wait and watch what does the ED ask him tomorrow. They will be preparing a set of questionnaires as they have been doing it in the past. And this pertains to the land scam. In the mining scam, he had deposed it earlier on 14th November 2022, and a set of questionnaires were also sent to him. That is another case that is also pending before the ED, and maybe the ED is trying to corroborate both the cases together and plug in all the holes together, and maybe both the cases would be plugged together in some time soon. Back to you, Someone.
Well, thank you very much, Prakash. I'll just request you to stay on with us. I'll just get also a quick word from Piyush Ori, who is outside Hemant Soren's residence in the national capital, where the searches were carried out starting from 7 o'clock in the morning on Monday. And thereafter, the Enforcement Directorate made that sensational claim that the Chief Minister had gone untraceable. We'll also put across that big breaking news now coming in that Republic has essentially learnt more details of the prime property in the heart of Ranchi that's worth about 20 crore rupees, sold for about 7 crore rupees. And this would be the key reason why the Jharkhand Chief Minister is going to be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. Let me quickly get in a word from Piyush Ori. Piyush, you've been tracking the story very closely. As far as the legal strategy goes, it turns out that the Jharkhand Chief Minister, who was here in the national capital on Sunday, did actually meet a top legal luminary here in the national capital. What's the legal option available before Hemant Soren? Will he knock at the doors of the court once again?
So yes, Shravan, based on the comprehensive reports which you have just released and which you have just mentioned in the charge sheet, definitely trouble does seem to mount for Hemant Soren. And for this purpose only, Hemant Soren, the present Chief Minister of Jharkhand, was over here in national capital, where we are being told that he did meet some of the prominent luminaries and did take the legal consultation of what actually can his next step be. Now, what's the major challenge for the enforcement agencies and what the major challenge for the central agencies would be to establish the money trail and also get some more vital evidences. And in this regard, thereby you saw that there was a massive raid that was conducted at the premises of Hemant Soren, not only in Ranchi but also over here in the national capital. And they have been able to get some very vital leads and evidences. And these evidences are now going to be given, and these evidences are now going to be presented in front of Hemant Soren, and his explanation is going to be sought. What actually would his explanation be? Will there be a sterner action that will be taken by the central agencies? And based on this, will there be a punitive action? All this is going to determine that what actually would the next legal step of Hemant Soren be. So thereby we'll see that tomorrow is going to be a very important day where Hemant Soren is going to be interrogated in the land scam, the charge sheet and the detail of which you and Prakash have already presented. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much, Piyush Ori, for getting us the latest details from the national capital, and also Prakash, who's been tracking this story very closely from Patna. In fact, whether at all there will be some sort of a political realignment or will there be massive changes in terms of who's going to lead the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, if at all a punitive action is taken against the Jharkhand Chief Minister? All this and much more, we'll slip into a short break. On the other side, we get you details of how, once again, China has been meddling with our neighbours.